Last night reminded me of the old Panthers. I'm not talking about like in the expansion years, okay? No, 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 no. I'm talking about the ones just a few years ago. You know, the ones that used to have Vinny Trocheck get his ass beat and nobody would do anything and just, play the game and all that. You guys remember those Panthers? You remember the meow 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 meow. You remember those Panthers that we made fun of here a few years back? You guys remember that? That I would get pissed. I would be livid that they'd be taking shots at our guys and we didn't do a goddamn thing about it. Okay? And you know what? Listen, if you're part of Wussyville, get the hell off my channel. Okay? Get the off my channel, please. Okay? What Ekblad did yesterday, last night, had to be done. And some of you people on social media, listen, I don't know what soft-ass world you grew up in, but I'm more from the Untouchables world, where Sean Connery says, you put one of ours in a hospital, we put two of yours in the morgue. And that's exactly what happened last night. I get this shit on social media because I'm celebrating it. Oh, that's a dirty play. Oh, you're celebrating thuggery. No, fuck you, bro. Okay? You went out, Hagel, and you took a dirty ass shot at our best player. Do you think we're just going to stand around and like the old Panthers and let you just take shots at our guys and we're going to do nothing about it? Well, that piece of shit Hagel just found out that the next time he wants to take a shot, he's going to think twice about it because the Panthers are not going to stand around and allow you to take cheap shots. So if you don't want a forearm shiver right to your neck, asshole, then don't take shots at Barkov. Okay? So any of you Lightning fans that I saw they were a little bent out of shape, listen, little bitches, it's hockey. You want to take a dirty shot at somebody? Well, then it's coming for you. Okay? Ekblad deserves a goddamn statue now outside the arena. And a statue with a forearm in it. That was awesome. That's what you need to send that message, not just to the Lightning, but to anybody else out there. If you're going to take a dirty shot, just watch out. You will get hageled. I had some wuss on there from Tampa, obviously. Oh, you're celebrating a dirty hit. Enjoy the 2 goals. At the end of the game, I said, enjoy the ass kicking and the 4 goals. I had Hateful Steve. That you should have taken that cheap shot. You're now down and you're worried because he panics at every little thing that goes on. I'm like, yo, dude, this is big boy hockey. They know what they have to do. And that's the beauty of this. This isn't the soft-ass Heat, bro. This isn't the wussy-ass Miami Dolphins for the last 40 years. You punch the Dolphins in the mouth, and, dude, they are the biggest freaking wusses in the goddamn world. There's nothing weaker than the Miami Dolphins over the last 40 years, bro. It doesn't matter if you were Marino teams or the current teams. They're all wussies. They're all soft. They get punched in the mouth, and that's it, bro. It's over. That's who the Dolphins have been for 40 years. That's who the Panthers used to be just a few years ago. The Heat, did you watch them last night? That's the most un-Riley-like team I have ever seen in my life, dude. The last time the Dolphins had Panther toughness was the 70s. The 70s was the last time the Dolphins had that kind of toughness as a team. Not individuals or one unit or one part of the unit or whatever. That's always been the Dolphins. Yeah, there's always a tough guy or two here or there. Maybe there's a part of your unit that's tough, but overall, the team always soft. Always soft. And the Miami Heat, dude, under Pat Riley, this bunch here, this is the most pathetic and soft bunch I have ever seen in my life. So when I watch Ekblad last night, I celebrate toughness. I celebrate pride. I celebrate respect because that forearm in the damn neck is respect. Hey, asshole, you're not getting away with that shit. That's what that was. Okay? I don't come from the world of turn the other cheek or try to be better or any of that shit. If you're dirty, you deserve dirty. Dirtier. That's where I come from. Okay? Sorry. You don't like it? Don't tune in, don't follow, don't subscribe. I don't give a shit. That's the way I run my life. That's the way I want my teams to be. And that's the reason why the Miami Heat, the way they're currently designed, will go nowhere because they got no balls and no guts. The Miami Dolphins haven't had balls and guts for 40 years, dude. 40 years. It's the same thing, just the faces change and all that. You can punch them anytime, and they're going to go right to the ground, and they're going to fold at every second. And the Heat have now become the Dolphins. The most un-Riley-like team. I've never seen a softer-ass team. It's like night and day watching that shit last night. Night and day. The scrubs, the 31-10 scrubs had way more heart than these fools. These are a bunch of nice kids that you want to take home and introduce to your daughter and marry and go have kids and be nice people and good citizens. This is sports, bro. I'm sorry. This is sports where you got to have an edge. The Panthers have every edge that comes from that claw. Okay? They have every edge that you want out there. They got grit, they got toughness, they have got resilience. They are fearless. They are intimidating. They are relentless. They impose their will. That's what, the 70s Dolphins used to do, offensively, defensively, impose their will. Big three. But with the second year and on, once they got Battier and some of the other guys, they could impose their will offensively and defensively. Remember? They would take their coasting moments, but then they could press and they could just force turnovers and things like that. The Zoe and Timmy teams. Unfortunately, we're in the Michael years, so we got screwed with the Cavs and the Knicks and the Jazz and I don't know. I'm missing a couple of other teams there. But a bunch of us in the. It wasn't that they weren't tough and gritty. Those Zoe teams were super tough and super gritty. It's just, we had the super team in the middle of the way. So it screwed a whole bunch of teams at that time. Pacers were another one. Just, it just, you got to have this. And that moment, it's funny how I see how newer or younger generations react to that moment. And then I see people that are around my generation, slightly younger, maybe a little older, how they react to it. My wife had no problem with it. None whatsoever. None. Same world. She goes, that's the idiot that took a shot at Barkov. And I go, yeah. And he goes, good. That's what she said. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. If he gets suspended, you overcome that. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. Hey, Sean, you wanna help me out here? Did Ekblad play in the first two games? I'm just wondering. Did he play?
No, he did not.
Oh. I love these people. Oh, but now he's going to get suspended. Hey, idiot. He missed the first 2 games. They took a 2-0 lead. So, you know, guess what? He's an injury-prone guy. He gets to rest this game, and they'll finish him out on Wednesday, and he'll have even more time to relax. And a guy like, what did I say on the suspension? Do you guys remember what I said on the suspension initially? I said good. I said good. Yeah, I said good. I love it. I love Ekblad's 20-game suspension. And people are like, what the hell are you talking about? I go, bro, this guy gets injured all the time. He's a fantastic player, but he gets injured all the time. We don't need him for the last 20 games. Did we need him? No. Now he's fresh and no injuries. So he's going to miss the next game, maybe? Probably. I don't give a shit. Can you beat the Tampa Bay Lightning without Aaron Ekblad? Yeah. At home. On the road. You went to Tampa without Aaron Ekblad and handed them 2 losses. So what am I supposed to be concerned? I get concerned that the Dolphins can't get a first down. I'm already, the season's already done for me, as you all know. We'll watch it and we'll go through it and all that, but they're not going anywhere, not with that coach. I told you already yesterday what I expect now. The plan now is that Weaver will take over at one point, and that's why that pick was moved over, and that's the plan behind the scenes. Owner and front office and all of that, they're like, all right, we'll give Mike another chance. If he's not, boom, bow, and we put the guy that we want in there anyways. Weaver's going to get a job somewhere. Let's give it to him right now. And this fool, we're going to screw it up, but we just gave him a new contract. So let's give him a shot to, earn that contract. If he doesn't get it done, we get rid of him. Boom, move on. So I see what's going on there. But I know that the season's done. I don't care about the Marlins. They don't even exist. They're never going to get anywhere. This is the team right here. The Heat, they're stuck. I don't know if Ira will come on and be honest enough at the bottom of the hour and say, yeah, no, the Heat are pretty much screwed over the next couple of years because of the lack of picks, because of the lack of space, because they've got committed to really bad salaries, because nobody really wants their players. And as I told you yesterday, Hero, and I told you this before even last night, Hero killed his value. Now they're not even going to want him in the offseason anymore. Now, everything that we thought he was going to try to build up, because he shit the bed constantly in key moments, because they tell you that he's Mr. Clutch. I love that when I hear from people that either cover the Heat or around the Heat organization, and they sell you this bullshit about Tyler Hero, and I'm like, come on, bro. So last night, what the Panthers are is everything you want your sports team to be. They're likable, they're tough, they're resilient, they win, they give a shit, they play hard from beginning to end, they leave everything on the ice. It is the most beautiful thing to see Florida Panthers hockey. Heat basketball used to be that way. They used to have real stars and they used to produce and all that. They don't do that. The Dolphins have never been this since the 70s. They've never had the real stars and toughness and all that on both sides of the ball since the 70s. The Marlins had it for, I would say, the moment of 97 was the team that was like experienced and tough and all that. The 03 team was kind of like a lightning in the bottle moment because we never really got to see them grow. The 97 team was grown-ass men who you knew who they were already. You know what I mean? It was like, whoa, it was a force. I wish we would have brought that team back. God, I wish. I don't know if, 03, I don't even know if they repeat. Have no idea if they repeat. 97, I guarantee you 97 has a chance to repeat. A huge chance to repeat. That was an intimidating, confident. I covered that team. I covered both of those teams. And when I've been around teams that know what the hell they're doing and or they lack it, and I can see it. And when I see the Panthers embrace the hell out of this, ladies and gentlemen, embrace it, enjoy it. We had the Dolphins for a moment, and it's 50 years later. We had the Heat for a moment, and it's already 10 years later and counting. And they're going nowhere. And they're not anywhere, any kind of resemblance of what they were during the Big Three. So we've had these kind of moments. Canes football, and that stretch in the 80s right into the 90s when they won the 4 titles. The 5th title was won in 01. It was kind of separated from those. But the 4 titles is the same thing as what happened with the Dolphins in a short amount of time. It's the same thing that happened with the Miami Heat in a short amount of time. We are now in the Panthers. Take it from somebody that has lived all of this, has experienced all of this. Okay? Do not overlook this. Embrace it. Enjoy every moment. These people have gone to 2 straight cups. They've been to the playoffs 6 straight years now. They got an opportunity to make it to 3 straight cups. They got a shot at even winning it. Embrace the shit out of this. We don't know when we're going to have it again. We never had it again for the Dolphins. We never had it again for the Miami Dolphins. The teams from the 70s, we never had it ever again. Every other rendition of it has been an incomplete version of something. They didn't have a quarterback. They didn't have an offense. They didn't have a defense. They didn't have a running game. They didn't have a coach. They didn't have a front off. Totally incomplete. Okay? Whatever it is, they're missing ingredients. That's all I'm telling you. Okay? What you saw last night was super special. They go down 2-1 right away with those 2 quick goals after the Ekblad hit. That could break any team. Not this one. Not this one. No. They fought, and it's not like they answered right away. It took a bit. It took to the point where the pressure cooker started building up and the time was running out. And the sands of the hourglass were done. And they had to respond. So they did. Embrace, love, cherish. I don't know when this will happen again. And last time I checked, it only happens once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime, I lived the Dolphins and I was a child. Once in a lifetime with the Canes, and I was a teenager into my 20s. Once in a lifetime with the Miami Heat as I was a grown-ass man. And now, once with the Panthers as I'm an older man. This shit does not last. This shit does not repeat. Appreciate, embrace the moment. That was beautiful last night. That was beautiful in every way possible. All the way down to the fact that Ekblad and Barkov came in together, part of the Dale Talon regime. The only thing that's left from that Dale Talon regime. I know that the goalie is also part of the Dale Talon regime because they signed them as a free agent. But these 2 guys came in as draft picks. They grew up together. And Ekblad that's another thing that I have to appreciate immensely about Ekblad. These 2 guys have been through it, bro. They were part of the team when they were shit, when they were soft, when they would take all the crap. And now that they're here to deliver it, they're not here to take any more shit from anybody. And he saw his buddy get leveled into the wall, and you knew it, and I knew it. At one point or another, payback was coming, and payback's a bitch, Hagel. So I'm glad they rocked your effing world, bro. And I have no sympathies. I don't feel bad about it whatsoever. You take a cheap shot, you get what you deserve, dude. That's just it. Look, man, we live in a world where we're constantly allowing criminals to get out of jail. They can commit crimes over and over and over. In California, you can steal $1,000 and, oh no, it's a slap on the, what the hell is that? This is the world we live in now. It's a world where there are no consequences a lot of times for your irresponsible actions. Well, in hockey, it is policed a little different. And I'm glad that Aaron Ekblad said, I need to put on the badge and I need to be judge and jury. And here we go, forearm shiver. And that forearm shiver means a lot more than what you think. It's not just a dirty hit. It's brotherhood. It's a bond. It's that you're defending your house. You're defending your people. And you will not be the team because Aaron Ekblad and Barkov have been around watching the Panther teams that used to just take shit. And that's where I started this diatribe. And the Panthers no longer take shit. They dish it out, bro. So now Hagel, the Lightning, and the NHL have been warned. You take a cheap shot, you are going to pay the price. Panthers, super proud of you, bro. Super proud, and I will continue to embrace this moment, and I will continue to be as confident as ever because I've seen this before throughout my lifetime. I know what the big three look like. I know what the Canes look like. I know what the Dolphins look like. I know what these Panthers are. I'm all in.